Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a conversation on the power of a praying mother. But before we do that, please share, like, and subscribe to this channel. We're going to talk about the power of a praying mother. As mothers, we are stewards, and when you're a steward, God expects you to take care of whatever gift, whatever treasure He has given you. But you know, motherhood comes with so much responsibility, and sometimes it's heavy on you as a mother. But when you choose to start praying as a mother, when you choose to go before God and war on behalf of your children, it takes off a certain weight it takes off a certain weight off of your shoulders. You realize that you're just a steward, and the best thing you can do for your children is to actually continuously go before God and dedicate them or talk to God about the issues or the matters in your children's lives. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be the smallest thing, as small as maybe something you don't understand. It could be their schoolwork, it could be character, something that troubles you. Or you could also go to God about the joys, the good things that you see in the lives of your children. And when you choose to be a praying mother, miracles start to happen on a daily basis in the lives of your children. I remember in 2019, I started homeschool my children at the close of a year, the third term. And sometimes, because I'm not a trained teacher, it became a bit overwhelming. And I kept on going to the Lord in prayer for the years that I homeschooled them. And sometimes I would pray about a math problem or just pray for them that Lord help them to understand this subject, help them to grasp this concept, because I didn't know how else to do it. But for you, it could be different. It might not be school. However, for me, I choose to go to God in prayer about almost anything that concerns my children. And I have experienced miracles on a daily basis in their lives. Sometimes it's a subject, and then after like a week or two, they come back and they finally grasp the concept, or they understand the subject, or it's a habit that I'm telling God, please help my child with this. Because we all know that talking alone and nagging and talking about it again cannot solve it. There has to be a concept, there has to be a part of prayer, because God gave you those children. He knows everything that concerns them, but also He knows where He wants them to be. He has a beautiful plan for them. So as a praying mother, when you choose to pray, miracles start to happen. Sometimes it's not those miracles that we see on TV. It's daily miracles. It could be provision, maybe the school fees. It could be provision of clothes, just the protection. God steps in and you start to see miracles. And the other beautiful thing about a praying mother is that you deposit into the future of your children. You don't only experience miracles today, but also you deposit treasures of prayers, or you do deposits of prayers into the lives of your children, into the future of your children. We don't hold the future. God holds the future. When you choose to pray as a mother, prayer is like depositing money into a bank account and saving it for the future. When you choose to pray, prayer goes ahead of you into the future of your children. We don't know, we cannot control the future. We don't know what will happen. There's so much that is so uncertain about the future. But we know that God is part of our today, but also part of our tomorrow. So when we choose to pray as mothers, when we understand the power of prayer as mothers, we deposit treasures into their future. Whether you're going to live long enough to see their children or their weddings or them graduate or not, the prayers that you pray on a daily basis go ahead of you. And God in his own way, because he is great and awesome, he starts to handle certain issues even in their future, you know, because we come from families where there are so many issues, there are so many concerns, and sometimes you don't know what will happen with your children. But one way, apart from saving money and taking them to school, that you could deposit into their future is praying. Prayer. You don't have to pray for 30 minutes, doesn't have to be for an hour, however long it is. Sometimes the most important prayers I've made are prayers where I've just said, God help my child so and so. God help them in this area. Or sometimes I think of something and it scares my heart. You know, sometimes they're just my fears. Or I see a habit and I'm like, Lord, I don't want this in their lives. When I pray, I've handed it over to God, and I can rest and I can trust. So however, use the time that you have as a mother. It could be 5 minutes. Some mothers are in a busy season. It could be an hour. It could be 30 minutes. The most important thing about prayer is not how long. It is the fact that you're consistent. Be consistent. When you're consistent in prayer, and you're depositing those treasures, you're worrying on behalf of your children, it's amazing. You don't know in future what will happen. But because God is faithful and he's the one who has given us our children, as surely as the Lord lives, the things that we pray for as mothers, we will see them, whether it's us or our children, we will see them. So there's so much power in a praying mother, and I wanted to encourage you to be that kind of a mother. Are you stressed? Are you troubled? Are you confused? Are there concerns about your children that you don't know what to do about them? Why don't you hand them over to God in prayer? Why don't you spend some time with God in prayer? However small, however big, God answers and he honors our diligence. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in this kind of content, please like, share, subscribe for more content like this. Bye.